What's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina. Thank you to all the super freaks, lawn freaks, the channel members. Thank you guys. I said I was going to try to thank you guys more for your support for being channel members. Thank you so much, Mr. Blake, Mr. Kevin, Mr. Ed, Mr. Chris, I think Mr. Larry, and I'm probably missing a couple, but I try not to name names because I'm always going to leave somebody off. But thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of you. If you're new to the channel, I am just a DIYer. I'm not a professional, never worked in lawn care industry. I'm just a guy living in North Carolina who pretty much right before COVID decided I was going to try to figure out how do these nice lawns come about? Does a company do them? Am I able to do it myself? And I began that research on YouTube, and we've documented throughout this whole channel. This channel came about documenting everything that I've done. It's all free. We don't charge you for these videos. It's all free. I've just shown you the progress from where I completely killed off my entire backyard back in, I think, 2019 or 2020. Year after year, we've overseeded. We've partnered up in some ways with GCI Turf, who's a local company here in the central part of the state, with Mr. Pete over there. And we just document and show you video after video each week of what we're doing step by step in the lawn. From fall overseeding to summer care to try to survive summer. And most of the time, we've the last couple years, we've kept our fescue green throughout the entire 12 months of the year, which is amazing. So thank you for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button to be notified when new videos come out. I do want to mention I may begin to slow off the Wednesday videos, guys, because we're getting into that cooler temperature, winter. We're slowly rolling into winter slowly. And so we may back off and do 2 videos a week, maybe do 1 video a week, maybe only do Wednesday. So just click the bell below if you want to be notified when Mr. Ferguson's doing videos. If you're like, hey, it's Monday, it's 7 o'clock, Mr. Ferguson's supposed to release videos, what the world? And it's not there, or on Fridays, just click the button, click the bell, click the subscribe, and that way you'll be notified when new videos do come out. Thank you so much. We've been doing a lot of videos on the project lawn, up about 25 minutes from my home here. We started with a GCI cool blue lawn over there where my wife works at our church. It's the preschool as well. And we got the soil test back, and now we're reacting to the soil test to try to amend the soil to make that grass look the best it can. So check out those past videos this past week, and check those out. They're really helpful if you're starting fresh. You can see in the past project lawn videos where we started, it was just crabgrass and weeds. We had a gentleman come out, tear the dirt up. We raked out some of the rocks. You'll see exactly what we put down and what it's looking like today. And it's an ongoing process to get that to where my lawn is. But today I want to turn the camera around and show you where my lawn is. And you can see we got some stuff on the ground back here, but my lawn's looking pretty good. After going to the project lawn and dealing with the struggles it's going through right now, it is refreshing to come back to my lawn and be like, this is cruise control mode right here, because there's little that I have to do to get it pumped or going besides basically feeding it biostimulants or feeding it nitrogen. But there are some things going on right now I want to show you. So let's do a quick Friday lawn review of Mr. Ferguson's lawn and show you some of the updates on the things we've talked about here in the past. So it's that time of year, guys. The leaves are falling, and I've cut as many trees down and branches down, but just look at the fall leaves. They're kind of pretty, right? But they can also be super duper annoying, and that's because they fall on our grass. And I've not even bagged. Yeah, I've yet to bag the clippings because I just mulch it in with this Honda. I kind of enjoy it. It does a really good job. So you can see my blower that I've had, my gas powered mower, actually something went wrong. I don't know if my wife was using it. Maybe she just put gas in it. Maybe I don't know. But we got leaves falling, so I had to buy a little Black & Decker battery-powered blower, which is a little rinky-dink thing. But I wanted to show you back here on the edge, the first issue that we're still having is, number one, we're super dry. Super dry. Super dry. No rain. I can't tell you the last time we had rain. Somebody mentioned it in the last video, but we've not had a significant amount of Jesus rain in a long time. For the past 4 days, twice I've put my sprinkler over here for like 30 to 40 minutes in November. I've never watered in November that I can ever remember. So we're in territory I've never been in. We're supposed to have like a 30% chance maybe tomorrow, but you may be able to tell the leaves may throw off the picture, but it's still patchy We're even still patchy over here where we tried to reseed and add a little bit of seed in. But the leaf cover, you can just tell how some of it, I tried to blow some of this last night and more have come down, but we're so patchy, but the leaves actually help fill it in a little bit where it is patchy, like these tire tracks right here. And we said we weren't going to touch this, and I've not. That looks like a root right there. Is that a root? It looks like a root right there. But anyways, we're gonna see how ugly this section can get. So not really proud of that, but I like to show you in my lawn the bad things as well as the good things. I blew all these leaves out, but you can just see it's very patchy. It's not green. We are not fertilized in about 2 weeks. We did some of the urea not too long ago, you guys remember. But I just wanted to show you this. This side looks a little better. You can see the color is better. It's more full. I did throw some seed down over here. We did throw some seed down over here to the right of this pole in this general area. So it does look better. We didn't do it here, and you can tell it's very thin. It's light. It's not thick. It's just bleh. And so some of the trees may be, you know, it's obviously sucking up some of the nutrients for this grass and it's struggling, so that's likely why. But yeah, this section, I can't wait till next fall I want to oversee this again. And I know some of you is like, Mr. Ferguson, just cut your losses, cut your grass off right here, just get rid of all that, you know. And I wanted, see, originally because of the playground, that's why I wanted grass here. That was originally the plan. It looked weird to just do it here and then all that be dirt. But, you know, so I like having it where it's at. You know, right around right here. There's a little stump right here. Not necessarily past over here. Now, the girls are bigger. My oldest is 8. So I'm going to try to unbolt this. I think we did some quickcrete down here. So this may be a pain to get up, but eventually I want to take this swing set down and it'll be so much easier to mow this and take care of it. But anyways, so water, we need Jesus rain, we need water. And so this area, again, this is where all the leaves, I need to get on top of coming out here and blowing it. The neighbor actually just did it Sunday. And it's what I'm recording, well, that was about 4 days ago. So you see, yeah, they just get it covered all over there, but he's got a backpack sprayer or backpack blower. So Mr. Brandon, so he takes care of it. Here's a little bit, you can tell where I tried to do it with the rinky dink one. But over here, same thing, less leaves. You can just tell the way the grass is looking. It's thirsty in this particular area. We got, yes, it's November and we're like 80 degrees. And I was out at the project lawn yesterday and the sun, I was like, man, I need a tank top. It's hot out here, like blazing summer hot. And so the grass is just thirsty and so it needs water. It needs to be, so hopefully tomorrow we do get some. It's not the fall moisture, you know, cold, wake up cold, have a cup of coffee or whatever in the morning. It's like, it's cool in the mornings like right now, and then it gets stinking 80 degrees and no rain. So the grass is long. I need to cut it. I'm going to wait and do this tomorrow for Veterans Day when this releases. I'm going to wait. I've let it just grow. I cut it at 3 inches and now it's probably up to around 3.5. I'm going to raise it to 3.5. You can just see over here, it's looking good. All of this is fine. Now we're approaching the front yard, and you guys know we did Ornamic 170. Here's a long time after update. You see we're still not out of the woods on that. So a few things. Number one, we've got Triv. You can see that guy. He looks like Poa Triv, probably, more than likely right there. The limey green compared to surrounding grass area, right? You can pick out the limey green. If you're seeing that in your lawn, it's likely Poa Triv. There is no, there's no herbicide to just kill this Poa Triv and not your fescue. It's Roundup. That's all you can do. Dig it up or Roundup. So to answer that, but here's some of the areas that we hit with Ornamic 170, and I came back and told you I reseeded just to cover my butt, and it's coming in. You can see it over here filling in. You can see it over here filling in. You see the little baby grasses coming in right there, guys. So it is coming up, and you see some of the brown Bermuda right there. So it did do its job. Same thing right here. You see some of the Bermuda, and you can see some of the baby grass that's coming up in that. So it doesn't look good, but it is green all up in there coming up. Same thing with this section right here. We hit it with Ornamic and it killed some of the Bermuda, but you see the baby triple threat that the last bag I had, I threw, and it's coming up. So it doesn't look great still. Wasn't looking great for Halloween, but these areas are recovering. This is where, remember we did the green shoots. It killed this whole section right here. And there's some more Poa Triv right there that technically I should hit with green shoots, but I'm not going to do it. But I put down, and yeah, actually good. I'm seeing this for the first time with you. You see that? we finally got the baby grass coming up. So I've been watering this. I've been like, man, we needed to come up, so I'm having to replant. If I was to hit this triv right here with the green shoots, same thing. You're going to have to reseed. So it's like, do you get it out of your lawn and reseed while you can, or let it ride? That's up to you as a homeowner. I battle this every year. I did not aerate my lawn this year, so I did not open up the ground to POA triv. It's just come back to life. It's here. And so that's filling in with baby grass now. But you see we got some POA triv right back here that sticks out like a sore thumb. So again, if you're seeing that in your yard, that's what it is. It is spreading. It will take over your yard over several winters or falls if you don't deal with it. So it's, yes, you'll cut it out. That's why I talked about potted fescue on my back porch. I could cut this out, stick that in, boom, I got instant grass. If you have a bunch of pots and you throw some seed and some fescue seed in it and it's growing, you know, I could do that right here. Boom, I could fill half this section up, but I just decided to seed this with, I think the laterally spreading fescue from GCI Turf is what I bought for this. So another problem, right? But moving away from that, remember this section that was super bad? Look at this. You guys were right. It recovered a heck of a lot better than I've ever thought it would. We do have a section back there that didn't, so I planted seed. Hopefully that will come up. But all the other sections that got hit with the ornamic, you're right, it came back. It took a long time, but it did come back. You see the bank, can't even tell where it was, slightly maybe right here. But yeah, it took out some of the Bermuda. So all in all, it took way longer than people said. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I needed to tear this up and reseed. I should have trusted you guys, but sorry, I don't. It's the internet. Yeah, I'm sure you can understand. I wanted to cover my butt and seed just in case it didn't. And so we let this go, and the majority of it came back. And we did these little few spots, and so now we got seed coming back. So it is what it is. But the front yard is looking phenomenal. Again, it looks great. It's not growing too fast because we've had 2 frosts already. So it seems like ever since that, it has really slowed down. But the bank's looking good. It needs to be cut. Leaves are falling everywhere. Same thing over here for my little strip over here. It's doing really well. I've hand watered this a few times because it's just so hot. And when you're edging, you know, the concrete's getting hot. It's scorching the side of the grass, but it's looking good over here. It's got that winter look and feel to it, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to describe it. It just looks stern and cold, and you know, just I don't know, it's got that, it's winter fescue time, you know what I mean, instead of summer fescue. It's like it transforms from, okay, it's hot out here to protect myself, to it's cold, let me open up and do my thing and shine like a penny. So it's in that fescue cool season mode right now, looking really good. And again, this is just regular GCI turf type tall fescue, triple thread. I think we put a little bit over here, and some of that old cool blue. You see that pattern right there? It looks pretty good on camera. I think next time I cut it, I'm still going to do diagonal because I've really ingrained the up and down a lot. But it's looking great over here. Again, if anything, it's just lack of water. Cutting it at 3 is such a big difference between cutting it at 3.5. Major difference. But I think I'm going to be safe and raise it up some. I don't want to stress it too much. I've done it like 2 or 3 mows in a row, and 3 looks really good. But like right here is another section I really need to water, but hopefully it won't be too bad today, and we will get some rain tomorrow. But that's basically it, guys. Here's the potted grass I was saying. I've had this on the porch for a while. You get these little Amazon pots for 10 bucks or something. Throw you some seed in it, let the kids watch it grow. You know, and then when you've got POA triv popping up in your yard, dig it up, take a day, say, come on kids, carry your bucket of grass. We're going to go put them in the yard today, and dig up that POA triv, stick them in there, and boom. You don't have to sit there and wait 10 days for germination and then another, what, 2 or 3 weeks for it to mature like these guys you've already got, and then you refill the pot and you keep growing if you feel like you're going to have to do it. I think that's probably the best way to go, to be honest with you. Little thin over here too, and I remember different seasons, this section right here in my home, like right now, it's not getting a lot of sun right here, and I feel like that's really affecting it. That's why on the edge, like right here, I did the dense shade mix right here, because it don't get a lot of sun this time of year, but come spring and summer, it does. It gets more sun. So it's like, what do you do? So I think the best thing is sun and shade mix is what I need to do here next fall. So we'll talk about that later on. But leaf duty coming up soon, but the lawn is looking great. The color's looking great. The urea is still a pleasure. Let me know how your guys, are you guys on leaf duty? Do y'all just get rid of the trees and don't deal with leaves? I hate them, but I need to get some of these leaves. Somebody suggested probably with the project lawn being the sodium so high, mulching some of this up and putting it on the project lawn. I think that's a great idea. If we don't, I think we've got probably plenty of leaves down there to be able to use. But God bless you guys. Wanted to give you a video for Friday. Let me know if you enjoyed it. We will hopefully see you on Monday with another one. God bless you. Take it easy.